Hi, everyone, and welcome. You're here because you want the important news, you want to understand it, but you don't want to wade through everything.
Exactly. And that's what we're aiming for today.
We've got the key stories lined up: U.S. politics, global stuff, protests, sports, business, even the royals.
Bit of everything that's making waves right now.
Yep, the goal. Give you the clear insights, the stuff you need to know. So, where should we kick things off? Maybe the U.S. budget?
Sounds good. President Trump's 2026 proposal. What really jumps out is, well, a pretty major reprioritization.
More defense spending, less elsewhere.
That's the pattern, yeah.
Yep.
And some of those non-defense cuts are quite significant. They're definitely getting attention.
Like the proposal to cut federal funding for NPR and PBS, that's a big one.
It is. The administration cites alleged bias, in their reasoning.
Right, but the pushback is about the role of public media, isn't it?
Absolutely. Critics worry about how defunding might reshape the media landscape, maybe limit access for some people. It sparks a big debate.
Definitely. Okay, and still in the administration, there's talk about Stephen Miller potentially becoming National Security Advisor.
Mhm. His background is very focused on, let's say, hardline immigration policies.
So what would that kind of appointment signal?
It suggests potentially a doubling down on certain national security approaches, particularly border control, immigration. It's a strong hint about future priorities.
Okay, let's shift overseas. The U.S.-Iran nuclear talks, are they making progress?
Well, the word is constructive, which is something, but challenges definitely remain. It's not smooth sailing.
What are the main hurdles? Still things like missiles and regional influence.
Exactly. Iran's ballistic missile program, wider regional security concerns. These are, really complex, sensitive issues, real sticking points.
Got it. And staying in the region, some slightly better news perhaps, the wildfires near Jerusalem.
Yes. Thankfully, those seem to be under control now. Took about 30 hours.
Any major injuries reported?
It seemed like it, which is fortunate.
But events like this often trigger wider discussions, right?
For sure. It's brought climate change risks back into focus for the area and questions about, well, land management strategies. Are they enough?
Right. Okay, turning back stateside, May Day brought out quite a few protesters across the U.S.
It did. Thousands, actually, on May 1st.
And what was the main message? Mostly opposition to the administration.
Yeah, largely focused on policies around labor rights in Thinkins, wages, and also immigration. You saw big demonstrations in places like L.A., Chicago, New York.
Okay, let's lighten things up maybe. Sports. Ryan Garcia is fighting tonight.
Yeah, big night for boxing.
Yeah.
He's back facing Rolly Romero. And it's actually historic, the first pro boxing event right in Times Square.
Wow, Times Square, that's something.
It really is. Plus, you've got Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez on the card, too, so stacked event for fans.
Sounds like it. Now, business news. ExxonMobil's earnings.
Pretty strong. They reported $7.7 billion for the first quarter. That's, what, $1.76 per share?
So doing well despite oil prices being all over the place.
Seems like it. Shows a certain resilience in their operations,
Yeah.
even with market volatility.
Okay. And finally, a quick royal note.
Yeah, just to mention that it's Princess Charlotte's 10th birthday today.
William and Kate's daughter.
That's right. And as is tradition, they released a new portrait to mark the occasion.
Right. So quite a range we've covered there in a short time. U.S. budget, global talks, protests, sports.
Yeah, a real snapshot of the current landscape.
Mhm.
Obviously, there's more depth to each story.
Of course. But hopefully this gives you, our listeners, a good handle on the key developments making news right now.
And it's interesting, isn't it, how these different things, politics, global events, even social movements, can feel separate, but they often interconnect.
That's a great point. Which leads us to a final thought for you to ponder. When you look at all these interconnected events, what single emerging trend do you think might have the biggest impact in the coming months? Something to chew on.
Definitely something to think about.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. We'll catch you on the next one.